the thing, we all love a bottle of wine, or two, or sometimes even three. I'm not going to lie to you. But have you ever wondered just how much work goes into making that one bottle of wine? I had a chance to go behind the scenes out in Napa Valley and found out we've come a long way from the days of good old-fashioned grape stomping.
I had gotten a lesson in how to taste wine before.
Swirl.
Sniff. Sip. Yummy.
But I'm still a wine novice, so having been assigned to find out how they make it, I needed one more bit of advice from my mentor, Food and Wine Magazine's Ray Isle.
What's one thing I can say to them to make me sound smart?
You can say, well, you know, when I was in Burgundy last.
And with that nugget, I was off to Napa.
Thanks for having us here.
Well, welcome to Trefethen.
Yeah, so I was in Burgundy the other day.
This is Trefethen Family Vineyards. Over 40 years in the business, some of their wines have been named best in the world and savored by world leaders.
Queen Elizabeth came over here, and President Reagan had a very big state affair dinner for her and served the Trefethen Chardonnay.
Well, it's lovely.
John Rule is the director of viticulture and winemaking here and literally has a master's in growing grapes. More than a winemaker, John has to be part weatherman,
We monitor it with weather stations right here in our vineyard.
part gardener and exterminator.
Flowers look pretty, but they're also great to attract beneficial insects. We rely on birds for natural pest control.
We visited back in the spring, before the grapes had sprouted. Now they're growing over the summer, and after they're picked and crushed in the fall, the work continues.
Okay, John, this looks nothing like a winery. I feel like I'm in a chemistry lab. What goes on in here?
We're looking at the level of sugar, but also the level of acidity in the wine.
Then there's how to affect the flavor of the wine. Big steel tanks keep certain wines crisp and fruity.
Dip it in.
Barrels give others that oakiness you always hear about.
A taste at your own risk.
A weekly stir can add some depth.
These solids have a creaminess to them, and that's what we're trying to get into the wine itself.
So what was a Chardonnay now looks like a caramel macchiato.
All this analyzing and stirring. When do you actually get to drink the... Oh my gosh.
John, honestly, are you trying to kill me?
So this is the blending part. A few times a week, the staff blind taste tests wine from different barrels and parts of the vineyard.
Should we order some food?
Today, it's Chardonnay. They'll sniff, taste, debate,
28.
and unless they want to make some bad decisions by noon, they'll spit.
Feel like barbarians.
And finally, the ones they like get mixed together to eventually make up the winery's official bottle of Chardonnay.
Lovely. When I go to a restaurant, after now that I know everything that poor grape has been through, I'm going to finish every glass of wine. Good tasting.